Hey, Marco Schwartz here, and in this video I will tell you about starting an online business. So you have been more and more to ask me about my online businesses, how do I actually run them, and especially how did I start it. So here I wanted to really tackle an important question which comes all the time, which is what to actually do when you want to start an online business. What can you actually do? What are the options? And what are the best options depending on what you actually want to achieve. So that's why I wanted to give you my top 5 best online business ideas for this year 2020. We'll see, so 5 businesses. I will tell you for each of those what I believe is the best if you want to generate money quite rapidly, or if you have more time and if it's more like a long-term thing. So that's what we'll see in this video. As usual, it's only businesses that I tried myself, that I actually either did in the past or that I'm still running today. So that's all of the things that I know that I did and not just some ideas that I'm just throwing out there. Also, as everything on my channel, on my website, I will exclude every get-rich-quick scheme, any type of MLM, so multi-level marketing. That's not what I will mention at all in this video. So with that being said, let's get started with my top 5 best business ideas for 2020. So the first idea I wanted to mention here, and that's how I actually started, is to do freelancing or consulting. Basically, directly exchanging your skills, right, and your time for money working for some clients. So that's how I actually started. I was doing engineering studies, and when I finished my studies, I really didn't want to get like a regular job because I know that's not what I was looking for in terms, especially of freedom. So I started to just apply my skills as an engineer. So I knew electronics, computer science as well. So I just went on Upwork, started to look for clients, and directly did work for clients there. And quickly enough, I've been able to generate an income that was enough for me to be free and to travel around the world, and just by doing this work for clients. So that's a great option if you are just starting out, you really want to get out of your current situation. For example, you have a job or you're employed. To quickly generate money online, that's a great way to actually start. And note that this kind of model can really evolve in the future. For example, in an agency model, where you actually delegate this work to other people while you just manage your agency as a business. So the second idea that I will put here to really build a great online business is to build an affiliate site. And we really here insist to do it the right way and not the scammy way. So the scammy way is basically just create a site on a topic that you just chose because you made some research about it and it seems great to make money. You don't know anything about it, and either you or some writer that you hire write about the topic without knowing anything about it and quickly put a bad quality site out there. It might make some money, but it's just not the right way to do it. It's just not ethical as well, and those sites are quickly disappearing those days, which is also a great thing. The right way to do it is to really talk about something that you like or that you do yourself and just share with the world what you do. Review products or services or software that you actually use, that you actually think is great, right? For example, that's what I do on my site at marcoschwartz.com. I speak about some investment platform, for example, that I use myself, that are part of my portfolio, some for many years, and I just share my experience with those. And yes, there are affiliate links in those articles, and that's how I made some money from those pages. So that's a great way to actually start making money online in a more passive way than doing freelancing. Just set a site, speak about what you use, a product you use in your life, and make money via affiliate commissions. So that's a great way to actually start building some real passive income online. Of course, I don't think anymore in 2020 that this should be the sole focus on any site. You should definitely complete that, add some more in the form of, for example, selling your own online courses, selling some physical products, or having a piece of software to help your audience. And that's exactly the 3 last businesses ideas I wanted to mention in this video. So the next one, which is one of my favorites and still the #1 money generating business for me at the moment, is to sell online courses. So basically you have an audience and you sell them an online course that will teach them something in a given topic. For example, in the form of videos or videos plus text or any other content that is relevant for your course. That's one of my favorite because you can just do the course once and then just sell it over and over to your audience. Of course, by making sure that it's always up to date and still relevant for your audience. So that's really a great way to, for example, add something to an already existing site, for example, an affiliate site. Because you identify an audience that is passionate about one topic and then you just sell them more, give them more in the form of a course. So for this one in particular, I created a blog post on my site which gives more detail about how to get started, what to actually do, also which software to use to actually run such a site selling online courses. So you will find that just below this video, you'll find a link to this blog post about my top 5 business ideas for 2020. You will find that just below the video. The next one is dropshipping. And again, like affiliate marketing, dropshipping really has some bad press around it because there are a lot of people that just follow some advice from experts in the field. Just go on AliExpress, look for really bad quality products at very cheap price, just put them on the site and hope it will sell via Facebook ads, for example. This doesn't work. It will work maybe for some people in some very specific niche for a very specific amount of time. That's usually what those experts actually show you. So just a very brief, short-lived site that they will then show you, but that just doesn't work. That's not what people want. People are not stupid. They can do themselves on AliExpress and order the same product. So that's not going to work anymore. What you should do is, as for affiliate sites, right, is offer a great experience to your customers. That means a well-designed site selling specific products for your niche that are both high quality and local suppliers. By that, I mean suppliers that are in your area where you are selling. So you don't have some crazy shipping times, 2-3 weeks from China, for example. So if you sell in Europe, make sure you work with European suppliers. If you sell in the US, for example, make sure you work with US-based suppliers. That will ensure that you are giving a great experience for your visitors, just like you would sell your own products, for example. There are also great things you can do at the moment with dropshipping by making a little twist, meaning that you don't need to sell the same product to everyone. You can actually customize products that you will then dropship to your customers. There are 2 examples of this, which I feel are quite interesting. The first one is print-on-demand businesses, meaning that you actually customize, for example, t-shirts, merch, also all different actually home decoration that you can really customize for your business so nobody else does the same, and you can then just dropship that and automatically create it for your customers. So that's great because you can do what some great brands do, but without any inventory, just by directly sending that to customers. Another idea that I would like to see actually more exploited is 3D printing for selling products directly to customers. You can now really 3D print objects in various materials and really do great things and really have custom designs that you can sell to your customers. So that's 2 ideas to really make something different than just selling the same products over and over to customers. So really, I think dropshipping can make a great business idea in 2020. It can be mostly passive if you actually delegate a lot of the work, and you can really do great things by really insisting on great products, short delivery times, great customer experience, and also a good customer support. That's how we actually differentiate yourself from all the other people, just selling crap from AliExpress on their site. The last idea I wanted to mention here is then also the most difficult to set up, but also the most rewarding in the long term. And this is creating and selling software that solves a problem for your audience. So I got many examples in my own businesses of software I created just to solve a problem that I identified in my audience and also for me, by the way. For example, I'm running, as you might know, a website where I also talk about investing. And after I invested in several different assets, I was in the case where I was looking for a way to track all my investments, and there was not any software where I could track everything I invested in. And that's how I created this piece of software called Track Invest that allows me to do exactly that. And now we have about 500 users of this app, mostly for my audience, by the way. So creating software is not easy, for sure. There are a lot of challenges, especially if you don't code yourself, you cannot even bootstrap it. You need to identify not only the problem, but also actually create the software. So it's more like a long-term play. I would not recommend, for sure, even if you know to code, creating a full-fledged software in the goal to actually make money and to build online business. Because that's just too many variables and too many things that can go wrong and you can just lose your time. What I recommend if you're just starting out and you really want to do software is to attach yourself or your software to some existing big platform and just build software for that. For example, WordPress, Shopify, as some example I know. Just create software for that, meaning that it will be a simpler software and also you have a lot of users that can potentially already buy it on those marketplaces for WordPress and Shopify. Software is, however, once it's created, is great. It's like online courses. You just need to build it once. And of course, you have maintenance. You have to make sure it still works. You have to add new features. But mostly, it's just about selling the same thing over and over to your audience and getting money every month, by the way, from people paying for your software. So that was my top 5 business ideas for 2020. And as I mentioned before, I created a post on my site where you will find more details about how to actually get started with all of those. I will constantly add some new links and resources in there so you can actually really pick what you want and get started in each of those fields, each of those business ideas. So as usual, I thank you a lot for watching this video. If you have any questions about what I talked about in the video, make sure to just leave them below in the comments. And that being said, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.